We're now gonna go into a finishing series. With this finishing series, we're gonna go through 3 different drills. Our first drill is going to be a ball handling and touch finishing with additional variability. We're gonna go through that breakdown first. Our second breakdown, we're gonna work on some hip to hip action to work on 1-foot finishes. And then the third drill, we're gonna be working on a middle of the lane drive where you have to finish off a 2-foot constraint. With all of this drill work, it's a great way to work on your finishing in different situations. Now with this first drill, we're gonna work on touch finishing with variability. What we're gonna do here is I'm gonna be right underneath the rim, so I'll put my head directly underneath the rim, and I'm playing off freestyle dribbles. I'm working on my pace where I could be slow, I could be fast, I could play off medium speeds, and all Joe is gonna do is he's either gonna tell me right or left. So let's say I'm freestyling, dribbling. Joe, say right or left?
Left.
I'm gonna go left, bring it to my left hand, and score. Keep going.
Right.
Bring it to my right, score. And we're just gonna get makes right off that. All right, let's get into the drill work. Ready? Go.
Left. Right.
Ah.
Left.
Ah, come on. Keep going.
Left. Right.
Now what you'll notice here with this drill work is
Left.
I'm finishing off a different pickup every single time. I might be off a crossover or between the legs or behind the back.
Right.
And I'm gonna have to just pick it up and score. Now with your partner, you're switching up
Right.
the calls. So notice Joe said right twice, that's perfect. You're trying to keep it unpredictable,
Left.
where I then have to get it back to that hand and score. We'll get one more rep.
Right.
And we'll switch here. So head right underneath the rim, Joe. Let's go to 5 makes, freestyle. Left. Score. It's right. Keep going. Right. Right. Good. Left. Left. Only one hand pickup, only one hand pickup. Left. Right. Come on. Left. Ah, one hand, one hand. Left. Good. And switch. So we're gonna go through the same drill work now. Let's add an additional piece to it. You're gonna control my pace. You're gonna control my finishes. Okay, so if you say slow, I'm gonna slow dribble. If you say fast, I'm a fast dribble. And you're also gonna tell me which hand I have to finish with. Okay, let's see it.
Slow. Right.
Change the speeds.
Fast. Left.
Good.
Medium. Right. Slow. Left.
Notice how I'm not rushing into that rep. I'm keeping my pace going.
Fast. Right.
One more.
Right.
Switch. So notice that additional layer we just went through. The first rep was just regular creativity into the touch. Now it's controlled pace into that touch as well. Ready, Joe? Fast. Right. Slow. Right. It's okay. Slow. Left. Tight, play through it. Fast. Right. Medium. Left. Slow. Left. right. Get a make, fast. Right. Get a make, fast. Left. Nice. Now the last variation you can do off this is incorporating a change of pace within the drill. So we already just talked about how I could dictate the pace with either slow, fast, or medium. We then pick the hand. I now want you to change my pace as I handle it. Okay, notice how we're just incorporating everything together. Ready? Change up my pace as I dribble.
Fast. Medium. Slow. Right. Fast. Medium. Left. Slow. Fast. Left. Slow. Fast. Medium. Right. Slow. Fast. Left.
Woo!
Fast. Slow. Left.
And we'll switch right into it. Let's keep changing that pace. Slow. Fast. Right. Fast. Slow. Slow. Left. Drive, play with it. Fast. Slow. Medium. Fast. Right. Slow. Fast. It's right. Left. Let's go one more. Slow. Fast. Right. And time. Nice reps. So notice the 3 variations we just used. We just worked on regular creativity dribbles into that touch finishing. We then added in additional pace where he dictated slow, medium, or fast off that touch finishing. And then we added even more variability by changing up that pace throughout the reps. Whatever variation that you choose, this is a great way to incorporate your ball handling and touch finishing with your drill work. Now we can do the same thing off the reverse. So Joe, you're standing over there this time. And you can use any of those variations, right? You could play off creativity dribbles, you could play off the pace into the finish, and then you could change that pace into the finish. For right now, let's use variation number 3, where we change the pace into that finish, okay? So you're dictating my pace throughout the whole rep, and then I've got to come off a reverse finish here. A little bit more difficult. Ready?
Fast. Slow. Right.
And spin in the score. Keep going.
Fast. Medium. Left.
Yep.
Slow. Fast. Left.
Woo.
Fast. Right.
Here, one more make.
Slow. Medium. Left.
And we'll switch off that. So I just showed you a few reps here, but actually let's change the variation now, okay? So I want to make that point that you don't have to just use one variation. Joe, let's do variation number 2, where I'm going to call out the pace early. That you'll know the pace going into it, and then you finish, okay? Slow. Left. Remember, keep it in one hand. Fast. Right. So notice the difference in this variation. I'm dictating his pace early, and then I'm just picking his hand. In the last variation, we were changing that pace. Left. It's all right. A little more difficult on this one, right?
Yeah.
Slow. Left. Fast. Right. As you get the hang of the drill, you can really pick up the pace. Medium, left, slow, left, and fast. Right. Notice, get a make. Fast, left. Notice we understood the drill, we really picked up the pace. That's the pace that your workout should be having, okay? Let's just show that last variation real quick. We'll go just regular creativity dribbles into the finish, okay? Just tell me right or left. So this was variation number 1, the simplest one, where he's just telling me what hand to finish with.
Left. Left.
Let's really get the pace going. Ready?
Right. Right. Left.
And we'll go one more rep.
Right.
And that's your touch finishing off the dribble with variability. You've got your first variation where you could just go creativity dribbles into a right or left finish. You've got that audio cue with it. You're then adding in a dictated pace that's set early before the drill, where you're playing off that pace into the finish. And then in the third variation, you're changing that pace into that finish. A great warm-up that you can use with a partner to really challenge your variability around the rims. The first live situation we're gonna come off of is a hip-to-hip action where we're playing off the dribble. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna pick the right side of the floor. We're then gonna go over to the left side later. And we're gonna play off this split stance here. So I'm gonna have my right foot forward, left foot back on the right side with the ball in my right hand. Joe is just gonna be on my hip here. So obviously he's opened up. Offensively, I'm going to have an advantage. But what we're simulating here is Joe guard me. Let's say I get a step on you. He opens up his hips. I have that driving lane. We're just simulating this exact situation where we're playing off this live situation, and then we've got to score it at the rim. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna be off this live dribble. I can hesitate, fake you back, and then eventually I'm gonna go live where we're just playing one-on-one where Joe is the live defender. If I score, I key. If Joe gets a stop, he's on offense. All right, let's do 1 rep, 50% speed. So we're hip to hip, ball's here. I could go at any given moment. Let's say I go, we're live. I'm gonna try to score, and we play from there, okay? I'll start on offense, you gotta stop at yours. Now you can play to any rep number you want. Joe, for right now, we'll just play to 3, okay? So that'll be 1. Now what you'll notice here is you could use specific finishes that will help you. I just did a same foot, same hand finish. I wanted to get my finish up quicker. I could get through different finishes as well that might help me. I played off a spin into a hook. That helped me out there, right? You could work on all the finishes in your bag. That's 2 zip, you gotta get it. Stop, Joe. Let's go. We'll keep on playing, we'll keep going. You get 3 reps. So let's say a situation like that happened, right? I got a little hot. I had a nice little lucky layup on the third one. If I got 3 reps and we're gonna go to the other side and you're playing with a partner, Joe, you're just gonna get 3 reps here. Okay, if you score on all 3 reps, we'll keep on playing to 4, okay? All right, let's work. Nice finish, Joe, that's 1. Oh, all right, get 1 more. Now defensively, a big goal for you is to just get in front of him, right? You're gonna be on his hip a lot. If you could just get in front of him and make him change direction or make him do a spin move, you did his job, because now that finish becomes a lot more difficult. Don't forget you're at a disadvantage. Any kind of shot that you can alter really helps. Like right there, I got in front of him. I did foul you a little bit, but that's fine. Now, just a quick side note, we'll do this on the other side. You can add constraints. So Joe, let's come back here. Let's say you're working on 2-foot finishes. We would say to each other, okay, we can only do 2-foot finishes. That's a constraint to start applying different finishes in your game. Maybe you could do a regular 2-foot finish, you could do a pro hop, you could do a spin move, right? Show and turn. You can use those 2-foot finishes in these situations. We're gonna add constraints on the other side, but I just want you to understand that you can add those constraints. Maybe you wanna say, all right, you can only finish with your left hand. You can only finish with your right hand. You could only finish off 2 feet. You could only finish off 1 foot, right? You can only play off 1 dribble, right? You can do all of those things where you add in those constraints. Let's head over to the next side. So now we're gonna go over to the left side. We're gonna play the 3 here. We're just gonna go regular live reps, and then later on we'll add some constraints, okay? All right, live. Woo, nice. Nice, right. Let's try getting you back on it. Offensively, the big key here, Joe did a good job with it. If you could really just get a good first step, right? Both ways. If you get a good first step, you're right by him. Same thing applies on regular offense too, but if you got a real good first step here where you nice heavy, really get by him well. Ah! Good job. How many reps did I get? 1? So you don't have to finish up the reps. I guess we'll finish them up here. I'll get 2 more reps. Let's give a constraint example. So I have 2 reps left. Joe already got 3. My constraint is I have to finish off 2 feet. Okay, simple. All right, let's play. Boom. So I went through my rep. I had to finish off 2 feet. That was my 1 constraint. Now you need to understand that you can add any constraint that you want. Let's go to this next constraint. I'm gonna only finish with my left hand. So the last one we went off 2 feet. This one I'm only going off my left hand. I'm gonna play off the left hand dribble, whatever finish that I use, whether it's same foot, same hand, I can do a regular finish, I can do a spin move, whatever it is, I've gotta finish off that left hand. Let's see. Oh. Kept it in my left, and I scored it there. Recognize how I applied that constraint. Now before we go towards the outro of this drill, I wanna make this one big point. Joe, let's go hip to hip. There's a few things that are extremely important with this drill. Number 1, you've gotta play with pace. If I'm just pounding the ball here and then going, I'm not playing with pace, it's easy to guard. If I'm slow, hezzy fast, right? No, look, I made a move, right? I went slow, fast, slow. Playing with pace will give you a huge edge. Number 2, as we go off this drill, my first step can't just be out into space. You see, if I'm going out into space, Joe can eat up that space, try to get by in front of me. If I want to have that little extra advantage, what I'm going to do here is, Joe, you guard. My first step is going to try to get towards the front of the rim. Because if I could get to the front of the rim here and have this advantage, let's keep on going. Look at my options. I could finish in front of the rim. I could finish tight to the rim. I could finish with my left hand. I've got more options available for me because now I have a better driving angle. If you just drive straight out this way, let's say I'm driving to the block, what's my only finish? Pretty much left hand, or else I'm gonna throw up a wild shot. So number 2 is get a good driving angle. And number 3 is as you get up into this finish, you've gotta be in control. This is where all of your skill work really comes into play. A lot of young players always finish off 1 foot, right? They just jump up, they just try to score off 1 foot, be a better athlete. Joe is bigger than me, Joe is stronger than me. What do I have to do? I've got to play off 2 feet. I've got to incorporate some fakes, maybe some spin moves, right? Being in control on your drive is huge. If you could take all of those 3 keys and apply it to this drill and use this drill with additional constraints, this will be a great drill for you to improve as a finisher around the rim. With this last drill here, we're gonna add a constraint where you have to finish off 2 feet. We've already finished off the wings. Now we're gonna finish right in the middle. Joe, you're gonna start underneath the rim. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna simply slide elbow to elbow. So you start with the ball, I'm gonna slide elbow to elbow. At any given moment, Joe's gonna give me that ball, and I have 1 dribble to finish off 2 feet. That's our only constraint with this drill. You have to finish off 2 feet. Now, Joe, when you pass me that ball, just make sure it's a bounce pass. So Joe's head's underneath the rim. I'm sliding. Joe can pass it whenever he wants. Whenever you get it to me, I'm 1 dribble. I gotta finish off 2 feet, right hand, left hand. It has to be a finish. Okay, take this. Let's see how it goes here. Oh. And that's cool. 2 feet. Oh, nice. So that was poor defense on my end. Joe would simple glide by. So notice the finishes we've already worked on, right? I went 2 feet into his body. He just did a nice glide by finish. working on 2-foot finishing in different ways. I might step up. Nice. Another different finish. What finish he did there? He did a pro hop, right? Look at all the different 2-foot finishes we've already done. This is why we add in those constraints. Get it back here. Oh, get in there. That's right. Ah. Nice job. And let's go. You get one more rep. Oh, nice. And one. Go finish. Go finish. So there's the simple drill, right? You're just sliding elbow to elbow. You're looking to get that finish. Big point of emphasis. Notice all the different finishes we worked on. And there's really 3 ball here that was shown. If Joe stepped up too much, a nice glide by finish was perfect. If Joe was down underneath the rim, I would meet him with my body and score. Then if he was too far over, let's say you go all the way over here, maybe you go in pro hop and score. There's different 2-foot finishes that you use, but this is a great drill to work on them in different live situations.